Hello, ladies. Happy Wednesday. It's October 15th. We are right smack dab in the middle of October, and this is exciting. So we have a couple more weeks left to finish out the September and October challenge. So that's something that you want to focus on. If you did complete 600 or have at least 600 in wholesale cumulative orders in the month of September, then you are on target to finish with at least 600 wholesale this month, and you earned the Mary Kay prize. So I'll show you what that is in just a moment, but that is our new consistency gift that Mary Kay is gifting us and rewarding us for doing our jobs and selling this amazing product and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and jump in. I do have some fun things to share, some things for us to discuss and all that kind of good stuff. So September and October, it is this cute little display thing, whatever you call that. What is that? It's a display thing that you can advertise and put in. There's a whole bunch of little letters that come with it, so you can kind of design it. So it's perfect if you do expos and fun things like that, or if you decorate like for your skincare parties and stuff, you can have that there as well. So remember, when you do complete the September and October, the 2 months in a row, then you will also earn those extra star points, which we love, right? Speaking of stars, so I just want to remind you guys, the All-Star Consultant program is changed this year. We have the new prizes that you can pick up, these beautiful, tangible, fun gifts that you can get for being a consistent star. So I do want to congratulate Anne and Kathy and Ramona and myself. We all are first quarter stars for this year. So we are going to continue on. So keep focused on your star number so you know where you're at to keep yourself consistent with that. And speaking of, here are our on target stars. I am Sapphire already for this quarter. And then we have Kathy, Ann, Julie, and Patty that are currently on target with at least 225 wholesale or higher for this quarter. So that is pretty awesome. We're going to continue on and congratulate these ladies. For those of you who have ordered so far from our unit here, Kathy, Patty, myself, Yvonne, and Ramona have all ordered so far for this month. And next up here, oh, I know it's on the next one. So anyway, boards, this is just a reminder that if you're not already in the boards, to make sure you are. And then the beautiful color of the month that you can use to promote throughout the month. And then here we go. This is what I was hoping was next. The Grow and Celebrate Zoom that you get in an exclusive invitation to. The way you get invited is by having at least 300 wholesale or more by the 15th of the month. So as long as by the end of today, as long as your orders total 300 wholesale or more, you will receive an invitation to this exclusive Zoom. When you complete 600 or more wholesale by the 15th, then your name goes into a drawing for all of the gift cards and fun things like that. So we have Kathy and myself who have already qualified. So Kathy, look for that link come next week. And then it's next Tuesday, the 21st. So save the date on that. And then we have a few women that are on target to complete. So by the end of today, having 300 wholesale in, you will be invited to see LaRonda Daigle. She's going to be our guest speaker for this month. So pretty exciting. And there's always some big golden nugget, I feel like, or even a little golden nugget that you get from watching those. So, all right. So here's a couple important things that I wanted to, I'm going to make myself even smaller just so you can see these. Giftology, save the date. This is coming up first, November 2nd. So you need to make sure that you're right now registered for this event. Today is the last day to get registered for only $12. Okay. Giftology is a great virtual Mary Kay gift show with giveaways. It's an opportunity for you to invite your customers, invite your friends, anybody that might be on your chicken list. This is a great event to invite them to. And you don't have to invite now, just kind of start your own list. But what you have to do now is get registered. So make sure to get registered, because once you do, then your name automatically goes into the drawings for the giveaway. So just by registering, you get an entry into the drawings. And then your customers, you can invite 1,000 if you wanted to and have 1,000 on that night. it's totally up to you. It's only that one-time fee. So you don't have to pay per guest or anything. That is all inclusive. And the guests get multiple entries into the drawing based on their bookings, their sales, and if they decide to join your team that night, they get extra entries. So all of that is discussed and planned out meticulously. Once you register, you'll get an email with all the details. It's actually pretty straightforward and easy and simple. They've over time just made it easier and easier every year. So the goal right now for you is just to make sure that you put Sunday, November 2nd on your calendar and then get registered for the event for $12 before the price goes up. Okay. So that is what we're going to do. There's no way that we as consultants can give away prizes like this. So the fact that it involves everybody across the nation is where they get the bulk of the money to be able to give away Dyson hair dryers and red light therapy masks and, oh my gosh, a KitchenAid and all of those things. So in addition to those Amazon gifts, they are, of course, giving away some Mary Kay products and things too, as far as I know. But anyhow, get registered. And then on the right-hand side there, just save this date, November 12th. It is the Mary Kay National Fall Advance. So we are invited to that, and it will have Gloria Mayfield Banks in addition to all those other guest speakers there, which will be fabulous. So it'll just be a great day to kind of tune in to Mary Kay and hear from corporate that day. So November 12th. Is another save the date that you want to put on your calendar. Okay. All right. So just a reminder on these phase outs. I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but the white tea and citrus deluxe minis are phasing out. Those are just the minis, not the full size. It's just the mini gift with purchases that we've had available. So keep an eye on those products and make sure excuse me, that you are reaching out to your customers to give them a heads up, let them know, especially that Satin Hands Shea soap. Oh my gosh, that is something that I use all the time. So I sell a lot of that. Okay, so talking about the new e-commerce experience, you probably have gotten word from Mary Kay and Mr. Ryan Rogers about Mary Kay and Amazon. Okay. So what I wanted to do is just kind of give you guys the brief overview of what's going on here. It's actually a very good thing. You know that Mary Kay is always going to do what's best for us as a company. And Mary Kay has struggled for years and years with trying to tackle the online sellers that are selling Mary Kay products and taking customers away from us as consultants. Trying to get people to stop selling on there because it is an unauthorized place to sell. And they've had just a very difficult time. It's like as soon as they get one person down, 5 more people pop up. And so it's just been a legal issue for a very long time. I'm sure if you've been in Mary Kay for a minute, you know that that's a thing. People can go onto Amazon and find their stuff. Now, whether it's actual quality product, if it's discontinued, that's a whole nother issue. That's what's happening is a lot of people are getting products, but they're not the quality standard of getting it fresh from a brand new from a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So anyhow, the long story short of this is that Mary Kay, in order to have more of a, legal standing in order to combat that whole issue, they had to become an Amazon seller. The official brand had to be an Amazon seller. So that means that people will see Mary Kay on Amazon, but they are very, so brand presence is going to be something that is really positive that's coming out of this. It actually is all very positive. But Mary Kay will have its own Amazon store on there. Okay. Now, what's going to happen though is that they are only going to put on there items that just a handful of Mary Kay products. So they can have just a store. It's not going to be all of our product line. It's not going to be any limited edition items. It's not going to be anything like that. And the key here is the prices are going to be higher than if your customers shopped with you directly. So they have an incentive to still shop with you. directly. So that's not that's going to be good for us. They may see it on there, but you need to be in communication with your customers so that they know, well, I'm going to get it with my Mary Kay Beauty Consultant because it's going to be cheaper, right? And for other positive reasons. But each product is going to be priced higher than the normal suggested retail price. Okay. And it's going to be a very limited selection of products. And then all the profits that are made, because this is going to be between Mary Kay and whoever purchases it, the profits in the store are going to be reinvested into Mary Kay's branding efforts. Okay. So I thought that was great. If you haven't watched the video, of Ryan Rogers explaining all of this, I would highly recommend that you do, because it just starts to kind of make a lot more sense. But they're never going to offer any newly released or limited products on the Amazon store. And they, let's see, they're basically, their goal is to help guide customers back to the personalized service of a beauty consultant. So when someone makes a purchase, it's going to be filtering them back to a Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. As far as I know, that's kind of how it's going to work. So they're always going to do whatever they can to help us build our businesses. But this was their way to then be able to really squash the whole presence of anyone else. I believe they'll have Amazon's back on being able to combat the online selling that's happening of, discontinued products and things that are just undercutting us as Mary Kay Beauty Consultants. So anyway, if you have not watched that video, I highly recommend that you do, because it will really make a lot more sense. And then let me get this back up here. What I wanted to make sure that we had this on our brain here was the October action steps. So this is the new transition from my customers to my shop. So my shop is going to be a new, my shop is going to be kind of the new way that people are going to shop with us. So instead of the Mary Kay personal website shopping service, it's going to be something called My Shop. It's the same concept. They're shopping with you, but it's a whole new system. And so with this new system comes some transferring of data from the My Customers to this new My Shop. So first and foremost, if you don't already have a Mary Kay personal website, make sure to get signed up for that before the end of this month. You definitely want to do that. And then, as I mentioned last week, you just want to go through your customer records and just kind of review your customer profiles and see if there is anything like in the birthday date field. If you keep notes of your birthdays for your customers, you're going to want to make sure that you transfer that information into the notes section of your customers. So anything that's like anniversary, birthday, any other kind of like, I don't know, those different fields that we have, you want to make sure to put any of that information in the notes section. That will transfer over. It'll migrate to the new system. Okay. Also, too, make sure that you go on to Mary Kay In Touch. And if you haven't seen the What You Need to Know document on there, I highly recommend you go to that document, because it kind of just narrows down all the changes that are coming, what's happening, and it'll help you get a bigger picture as to what's going on. For right now, you just need to make sure that your customers' information you have saved in the notes, and then review any orders that you have in the system. Make sure none of them are pending still. Make sure they're completed. So then that way they will migrate. Anything prior to 2023 in December is not going to be transitioned. So yeah, let me read this out loud just to make sure I understand it. Review unresolved My Customer orders from December 2023 onward, and then update their statuses by the end of this month. So, sometimes where it just says pending or unpaid, hopefully you don't have any of those, but yeah, that might be unpaid, pending, something like that. You want to make sure that all of your orders for your customers say completed, and then that will transition. And then just remember, everything prior to 2023 is not going to be migrated over. So if that's something that's important to you to have record of, you're going to want to export that information. Okay. So if you don't know how to do that, just reach out to me. I believe there's other information on InTouch as well that will help you to do that. So anyhow, any of those of you who completed that by the 12th got a fun sample pack from me, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys remembered that that is hot on our list. It shouldn't take you that much time to kind of go through, but just make sure for this month, that's what you want to do. And the payment options as well. Update your InTouch profile with your preferred bank for direct deposit. Make sure that that's set up as well. And your social security numbers in there, all that good stuff. So these are just little kind of housekeeping things that need to be, addressed before the migration happens. So this October checklist for success is just something that is really just the basics of what you need to cover just for this month. And then in the upcoming months, there'll be some other things to do, but it's really exciting, you guys. This is going to get us a lot of missed orders from the Mary Kay like online shopping and stuff. So we're going to be able to capture a lot more online, make the experience for our customers so much easier for them to shop with us. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but they are going to be able to ship directly from Mary Kay, kind of like how we do My Customers, but it'll be automatic. Okay, so that's kind of cool, right? So what's going to happen is you're still going to want to have product on hand for your local customers, people that you service regularly, like in your local area. But most of the product orders are going to be shipped quickly, like Amazon would, right? They're going to try to make this as easy as it is for them to order on Amazon, to just expect it in the next day or two. That's what Mary Kay is trying to do, is help take control of us presenting the business, the Mary Kay brand, in a way that you can get quick, fast, and easy. And then we as a consultant will get they're going to pay us. So that's what's really cool, is that Mary Kay, it'll be the My Shop experience that people will shop online. Product will get sent to them, and then we get our commission. And so that's why it's important to have your direct deposit set up. So it's kind of just a new format, but it's just going to streamline things for us. And so you'll probably have to carry less like in-home inventory, is kind of my guess, but your sales are going to go up. So that's the cool part, is that sales will go up. Storage of inventory and having it on hand is probably going to go down because there's so much that you could just ship out directly. So if a customer does order from you near your home, don't feel like you're obligated to sell from your home inventory. You can still send it via Mary Kay directly to her, like we would on our My Customers CDS order. It's the same thing. So you have control over. Either you can send it to your customers via customer delivery service, or you can take from your current inventory and deliver it in person, or have them pick it up. But the additional extra fun part of this is that they're going to be able to shop with you easier and quicker and faster. And the turnaround time is going to be even quicker for them to get their products. And then the money part goes directly through there's a new payment system that's coming. ProPay is going away. Thank goodness. That's whole new thing. But that's going to be awesome. So it's just going to be more streamlined. Okay. That's just what I want to make sure it comes across, is that it may sound like there's a lot happening here, but it's going to eventually, once we get all the things set up, it's going to streamline the process and our sales are going to go up. That's my hope and intention. And I know what Mary Kay wants is for us to sell more, to have more customers, make it easier for them to shop with us, and just make the whole process more seamless, so that we can spend time doing the things that really matter for us, which is that face-to-face, initial presentation and skincare consultations and stuff with our customers, versus all the other background kind of like office stuff, if you will. So anyway, that's just kind of the brief overview. There's some changes coming that are going to be for active status, which are going to be awesome. Just saying. I'll go ahead and share because it's like too exciting not to, but there's going to be a shift in what means active and what percentage of commission we get. The biggest part of this that is super exciting is that when a brand new beauty consultant starts, as soon as she starts, she can use the My Shop website and she can send it to everybody and they can shop with her and they will get their product. Okay. This is exciting. So Gone will be soon, not just yet, but gone will be soon the days where a consultant has to wait to get active, to then use ProPay, to then be eligible for customer delivery service. That is a long process that really, for a lot of people, slows them down in the initial onboarding process. And so, what this will do is allow a brand new beauty consultant, she won't make 50% right away until she's active. But as she's working to active, she'll still make a commission and the products will be sold. So she doesn't have to wait to be active in order to utilize the customer delivery service. So that is huge, you guys. I think for brand new consultants, whether they decide to invest in inventory, which we're still encouraging them to do, because you still want to have product on hand for those in-person appointments and your local customers and all of that for customer service. But when a brand new beauty consultant's starting and she can immediately, like that moment, start selling, like we give her that 24-hour challenge, she'll actually be able to sell the product, take care of the orders. Customers are going to get their product. So that's how I understand it all to be kind of going to, is just making it so much easier to get started, get selling, making money, and you have that the wins happening much sooner. And so I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm excited to see how this all unfolds. I know just as much about as you do. I don't have all the other secret stuff, but I do kind of have a layout of what's happening and what's coming. So I want to keep it very simple for you guys, just on what you need to focus on now, but just get excited. Like, this is a huge thing that Mary Kay has done for us. And, they always are just working towards our best interest and what they can do to help the company as a whole make more money and provide us as beauty consultants more income for our families. So to wrap up today, I want to put this back up, the Mindset Minute. When change happens, it's not something to fear. It's an invitation to grow. So the e-commerce isn't replacing who we are as a brand or as a consultant. It's expanding the ways we can serve. So the heart of Mary Kay has always been relationships, and that's not changing. So now we get to blend those trusted connections with the ease and reach of online shopping. So think of it this way: your storefront just got bigger, your hours just got longer, and your opportunity to reach new customers just opened wider. So embrace it, because adaptability is the true beauty secret of lasting success. So have a great day, you guys. Write in the comments, type in, let me know you're here, any questions, all that good stuff. And I